Hello, Richard. How you doing? You get to be first. It's cold here. It's really cold. It went into the 20s, which is way below zero. So, yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a long broadcast. I hope I stay awake for it all. I'm going to try because I got some thoughts maybe in my meditation and just from talking to some of my other friends that are psychic. I may see, I've been trying to put together, I still have a funny feeling. Everybody thinks disclosure is going to happen. I think they're going to fight it. I think they're planning on putting up a fight against having that happen. I don't think they're going to let it happen. You know what I mean? Oh, 50 and sunny over there? Cool. Here it is freezing as all get out and snowy still. And the snow's melting though now, but it gave us quite a blizzard. Yeah. Um, so my avatar is trying to deal with that, going, I'm not built for cold. Uh, oh, you're in Western Washington? Okay, well, the warmer weather is on the way over here. Okay, I don't see anybody else coming in. I wonder what's going on. Maybe something's on. It came on before me. I don't know. Anyway, one of the big things is, like I said, I'm pretty sure I wasn't even I was thinking of not even coming in on tonight because I'm having trouble, I'm not liking the cold and I just want to sleep. After I do a few things, all I really want to do is sleep, but there's some things that are bothering me. And so I can't really sleep that well. And if they miss it, they're just going to have to see the replay, I guess, because I just want to come in and get it off my chest while it's still kind of fresh in my mind. Because I had a dream. I've been having some really weird ass dreams. And things going on in meditation that are definitely disquieting. Yeah. Oh, you've been tired a lot too. Yeah, it's very pervasive. It seems to be pretty much all of us are, I mean, I know a lot of people who are just complaining of being tired all the time. And not just us, but a lot of people. It's like trying to get through their day. It's almost like, yeah, it's like we're trying to make up for lost sleep or something. I really am wondering even more now than I have been wondering what we are doing when we're sleeping, because I feel that a lot of us go do something else while we're sleeping and we just don't remember the next day. And I'm running into more of my friends who think so. You know, that we're really not just sleeping, that somehow, you know, our Avi goes down for a while, but we're off doing stuff. And then we wonder why we're tired when we wake up. Well, we've been working all night on something in our dreams, you know, in the dream time. Or we just don't remember that we went home for a little while and worked on something. I don't know. I know my friend Paul insists that he works in a spirit hospital when he's asleep, that he works in what they call a spirit hospital, where people who've been damaged and need to be healed posthumously need, you know, they need help. They've been damaged by being here. There's actually people who have been damaged by living this life. Their spirits are hurting. And which once again kind of points to it's a matrix and it's been broken for a while. It's been virused for a while. We have been having a lot of things happen that shouldn't be happening, including people's spirits injured. I mean, stuck spirits, or, you know, that's crazy. The game's supposed to throw them right back out again. You know, after you're done, you're supposed to leave, go home, you know, go back to where you came from. You're not supposed to stay stuck and relive your death over and over. That was never built to be like that. And, you know, there were years and years when I wondered about that. Like, why is that? And it's like, it's not supposed to be that way. That's why. Yeah, you wake up at 3:30 to 4 a.m. Well, see, 3:30 to 4 a.m., that is right around the time that the earth sends out an impulse. Or if you look at it electronically, it's an impulse that is sent out at that time of night. And so you feel it. And everybody, you will notice people talk about this time of night a lot. A lot of people wake up at that time of night. Now, in earlier ages, there was what they called first sleep and second sleep. And some of the most genius stuff ever written or worked on was actually worked on between the time that they got up about that time, about 3:34 a.m., from the first sleep, did some kind of work, wrote down their ideas, fiddled with some kind of experiment, whatever it was. And then when they were tired again, they'd go back to sleep and sleep some more. And that was the way that people used to do. And this is documented. Historically, people used to have first and second sleep. It wasn't unusual. In fact, nobody really expected to do a full 8 hours. That's a modern thing. It's actually a modern myth that you've got to do 8 hours straight or you're not well or something. It's completely bogus BS. Okay, you don't need to sleep 8 hours at a time to be okay. It's silly. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see any reason why you couldn't. I am told that if you have any ideas or any thoughts when you wake up at around 4 a.m., that you write them down. Don't go back to sleep until you write them down, whatever your thoughts are, because they could be pretty important. Your subconscious has been real active, usually. And then you wake up and your subconscious has just got something in there for you. And if you go back to sleep, you'll miss it like a dream. You'll forget it. And I have forgotten some of my dreams too, because I've mistakenly fallen back to sleep after I was done dreaming. And it's like, dang, I wanted to write that down, but I was tired and fell back asleep. It was too bad too. I mean, some of these were pretty cool dreams. I almost think I need to have a recorder or something handy to just talk through them. Anyway, yeah, I'm wondering if you need to whoa, hang on. I got to get this ready. Oh, you get up and you can't remember anything, and you get up and you can't sleep anymore. That's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. But yeah, I've had that too. Or the other thing that I'll do is I won't be able to sleep until the sun's already up. And hi, how you doing, Pam? For a long time, I couldn't sleep until the sun came up. I didn't have any good sleep until the sun came up. Once the sun was up, I was okay. I could fall asleep and I would dream. And I would have dreams. But until then, all night, I would be awake, trying to get to sleep and real anxiety ridden. And that went on for a long, long, long time until I finally decided if my body wants to sleep, at that hour, then my body is going to be allowed to sleep. And Pam, wait a minute. Where is everybody anyway? Here's the Pam hat. Anyway, just wanted to show you we still have it. Yeah, I don't know where everybody is. There must be something playing right now. So anyway, I bet if I was giving free readings, a bunch of people would be flocking in here. It would be people flying in. Because a freebie is, a freebie, right? But anyway. Hey, there's Barry. Maybe they're just now getting it. Maybe it's slow because YouTube has been really bad lately. It's like people go, I didn't get the note until like 5 minutes before you came on, or like until after you already came on. They didn't get, this notice that I'd sent ahead of time. So YouTube really sucks right now as far as letting anybody know when anything's on. I guess some things get notified, but I'm not one of them. How you doing, Barry of the luxuriant nose hairs? Are you poking me? He poked me. Yeah, YouTube is high as a kite. They don't know what's up, man. They're just like, whoa. Here's all these channels. I got the munchies. All these channels. Was I supposed to notify somebody? Yeah, I think I was. Oh well. Yeah. YouTube has just been, I don't know, weird. So you're doing okay. Okay, Barry. Well, as long as you're doing okay, then the world is safe for indigenous people. I don't know. You know, you missed it, Barry. You missed the song. I hope you go back and listen to it. Yesterday was the song I wrote. I don't know if you got the note for that either. It was about Sasquatch. Yes. Or is everybody still hiding out because April Fool's Day was today for some people? Oh, I know. It's Good Friday. Maybe some things are going on for Good Friday too. I don't know. Some people are celebrating the holidays this weekend. You have a craving for fried chicken, it doesn't sound bad. Fried chicken actually sounds pretty good. I don't know anywhere to order it at this hour. Hey, there's Drake. Hi, Drake. I think maybe only two of you got to hear um, that are here right now, got to hear the song yesterday. And I worked so hard on that song. Actually, I didn't. It was weird. Yesterday for April Fool's Day, I swear David must have been helping me with this or something. But it was like another song, like a parody song just dropped out of the sky. Kentucky Fried Caribou legs. I don't think they serve that around here, Barry. I don't know about where you are, but they don't serve it around here, cowboy. Cowboy. You're an Indian. Sorry. It didn't mean to sound wrong. No, I heard my accent coming back a little bit. It's like that, that accent that you never entirely get rid of your accent. You never entirely get rid of it. It's always hiding somewhere in the background. Mine's considerably lighter than what it was, though, a long time ago. Kentucky Fried. Well, it could be worse, Barry. You could be working for the Gralians, selling deep fried cow anus. What a job that would be. And Cha thinks she's got a job corn dogging. What if you were corn anusing? Deep fried corn anus, cow anus, or cow udder. Deep fried, chicken fried cow tongue. Them gray aliens know how to eat. No, they don't. Whoa. You guys got weird tastes. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Bomber let Chris have it. Like straight up let him have it. Oh God. But why? Anyway, Love Mama Bomber let Chris have it earlier. on Blue Line Bigfoot? Oh my God. Well, Barry, if you say so. I bet it is, Barry. um, Barry's comment that I'm responding to. Okay, she made a fool of him. How many times have I got to tell that boy, stay away, stay away from this woman. She will gut you like a fish. It's true. But this is something he did to himself. I'm sorry, but this man did it to himself. She warned him often enough. I warned him. Various people warned him. This is what happens when you piss off a wild woman. You piss off a wild woman, and I hope she tells me about it too. Maybe she'll come in and tell us all about it. You know what? Honestly, no, it didn't, Barry. It came out the way you meant it. Don't think I don't know that. Yeah, I hope she tells me about it too, or maybe we'll have to replay and go see. Yeah, maybe we'll have to go see. Oh my goodness. Look, some women cannot be owned. You can't own them. No matter how much you give them. I'm hearing he gave her a lot of gifts. Wanting to be a sugar daddy, I guess. Thinking he's going to play the sugar daddy role. But I hate to tell you, some women, you can't bias. You can't buy some people. Bomber is not. And I know she gets a lot of contributions. People give Bomber a lot of stuff. I mean, but you can't buy her. You can't buy. And, I'm another one that if you're not my type, it doesn't matter how many pretty baubles you give me. Doesn't matter how many thoughtful gifts. It's very nice. I'll be polite. I'll say, gee, that was very nice of you. But I won't be bought. There are people that can't be bought. And if you're that kind of woman and somebody tries to buy you, it's actually kind of insulting. So, yeah, I kind of am not one. I can't say I'm one bit surprised because that was ready to boil. That was boiling over. Whoa. Barry, do you like it? Kinky. Anyway, yeah. Well, she's been standing up. The only thing is there's some people that have been getting kind of upset with it because, I think Lucky gave her a hard time over at Paisley's once, and I'm like, but so not everybody has been as supportive of it. But yeah, I think they need to have it out. I think they need to just freaking have it out. It's like, great, you want to come? You could even come here. I'm in a mood, huh? Everybody crosses their legs, including the. I'm in a mood. Maybe I am. I'm in a mood. Could be. Maybe it's the peroxide that did it to me. Maybe it's because blondes have more fun. Muthe. Don't get it. Or kickboxing. Ah, okay. I'm in a mood. So you noticed. Yeah, well, like I said, I've been stalked, and people have tried to buy me too, uh and just don't work with some people. Oh, okay. Oh, she laid it all out on me. Well, we all got to go to BL. No wonder. No wonder. Oh, yeah, Paisley and Don were okay with it, but Lucky was just like, all right, that's enough, bitch. This isn't the bomber show. Well, I kind of understand in a way, but Paisley and Don seemed to be okay. Yeah, I don't understand what was going on. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. It would be hard for me to not. It's hard for me to not react either way, because it's like I don't want to get into the middle of it, though. I don't want to get into the middle of it. I try to let people have their own fights, but if you are just having knockdown drag out on my show, what am I supposed to rename it? Springer? The Ocean Springer? It's like, oh yeah, you missed a lot of things, Barry. Yeah, I mean, it's getting like the Springer show. We're gonna have to tease BLB. We're gonna have to tease Blue Line Bigfoot, because we're gonna have to say, hey, your place turned into the Springer show there, Blue Line Springer, instead of Bigfoot. Hey, Les, hi, how you doing? My woman wants to take over the world. Really, Barry? Hi, Les. See, some of you folks should have been here yesterday when I was singing. We might do some more singing. If you want to do karaoke again, let me know, because that's fun. We'll do karaoke again. We can all sing karaoke. You can even come in and sing karaoke if you want to. What are we going to do tonight, Pinky? Wait a minute. No, that isn't the way it goes. What are we going to do tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Okay. So your woman is the Brain and you are Pinky. Am I right? Try to take over the world. See, that's what I was always trying to do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jake probably would have been okay with it. And it probably got him some more people to jump in there and go, hey, look, a fight. People are attracted to that kind of thing. Oh boy. Bommy is finally letting him have it real good, right? There's an uppercut and one to the gut. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Just surplexed him. Ah! Dong man. Dogmen are sitting calm. Well, I'm glad. Um, I haven't seen too much of Anubis since that circle. He shows up, though. He shows up for the ceremonies we do. Yeah, Bomber, tell us about it. We want to hear. Inquiring minds. But yeah, unfortunately, I hate to say, but Chris made his own bed with that. I mean, he would not stop. He would not stop, and he would not stop, and he would not stop. And it's only, and she put up with it for a year. She let it go for a year. I was a little upset that she didn't mention it before a whole freaking year. But you can't, that's a long time. And it's like, yeah, on the one hand, I feel sorry. He's getting pretty badly bashed. On the other hand, you know who didn't like it? Micah didn't like it. Micah thought it was unfair. Micah thought it was unfair. And I'm there, Micah, my dear, as much as I would like to believe that there was a friendship there, I don't know. Maybe that's as much of a friend as he could be. But honestly, I think he was just showing up places to be where she was. So, without mentioning names, too much, people tried to warn him. I mean, I tried to warn him several times. She's not your woman. She's not your woman. What part of she's not your woman don't you get? And tried to say, you know what? The cards even said, there's a woman waiting for you, not this one, though. He could actually have had, he could actually have had a relationship with somebody if he would just get off the stuck on stupid. SOS, stuck on stupid. He would just get off the stupid button and go on and look around for somebody who wanted a relationship. He would be fine. They never do this. They never do it. But yeah, Micah was like, well, really, it was like a crucify. It was like he was crucified. I said, he wasn't crucified, though. Said, I'm not the one that's going to crucify anybody. I'll tell you who is, though. Sooner or later. And sure enough, there it is. Yep. There it is. She did it. She did it. So I hope it's a cautionary tale for everybody else. If it runs away from you, if you call it and it runs away from you, that might not be yours. Because if it's yours, it'll come over and want its little back scratched. If it's not yours, it'll run like a rabbit. And no means no. So yeah, let's everybody just get that. You're too old for a relationship. Natalie Dormer is Bomber and Hugh Jackman is Chris. Oh. It's like, geez, well, he's safe unless he goes to Canada like he was planning. Kept saying he's going to move to Canada. Well, if anything goes on and there is any legal proceedings, they're not going to extradite somebody from Cincy. But if he moves to Canada, perhaps they will. Bets may be off. If be very hard to explain. Are you stalking me, Drake? Gee, I couldn't even notice. You were really good at it. Oh my goodness. You're too old for a relationship, Barry. Well, then what am I? Don't answer that. Okay, that's it, you guys. You're going to make me put on the intro. Half hour into the show, I'm putting on the intro. See if anybody else makes it in. Hey, Linda. Come on, bang your heads. Come on. There's electric guitar in there. Come on. Look, that is a creature. Ocean making waves and navigating a lot of Mercury retrograde stuff. Oh, yes. Mercury retrograde. Turns out to actually be one of my favorite times, though, because I get to watch everybody else be all left up. Instead of just me. Instead of just me being all left up. Les, I'll get your package out. I was going to get it out today, but the ride didn't work out. So I think I still need to tell you how much. I'll tell you how much. Yeah, I'll need to get it out. Okay. Yeah. We'll get to that. I got it packed. It's sitting there waiting to get to the post office. Thank you, Linda. This not being able to drive stuff and then having the weather dump and then have the buses running screwy is just driving me completely up a wall. I almost feel like I need like one of those postage meters that just makes a stamp out. And if they still have those? If I'm going to do this, because I just stopped selling things because it looks like I'm not going to be able, it's like it's so hard to get anything mailed right now that I'm just not going to do it. I hate disappointing people, so I'm just waiting until things settle down, and I'll come back on. I have some nice things to show you. I have some great stuff, and I'll let you know what it is. For those of you who have trouble and think you might be influencing your pendulum, you might be shaking your pendulum, but you want to do pendulum work, I've got pendulum stands coming. I got a deal on pendulum stands. You can hook your pendulum right up to the stand, and then it's not your hand shaking it to be one way or the other. And thank you, Linda. I'm probably keeping it blonde for a while. Yeah, man. Like, we could start doing yoga on this show. And, I could be drinking smoothies and doing yoga now that I'm blonde. But you want a pendulum stand? Okay. because I'm going to get them. I'm getting them. You know what? Those little suckers are expensive, but I'm getting them cheaper because I'm getting them bulk. I'm getting like 6 of them at a time. So they're going to be cheaper than if they were single. You were buying them singly, of course, which is what I'm trying to do. Because honestly, I think it's ridiculous, some of the prices, but I understand on the other hand, because shipping is a big deal now. It's expensive anymore. And I'm also going to decorate some of the stands. The ones I have coming in are basic black. If you want them to be another color, let me know, and I can probably accomplish that. I'm probably going to make mine purple. I'm probably going to paint mine purple. But that's me. But yeah, some people say it makes me look younger. Well, I guess I need all the help I can get. Yeah, you know. But yeah, I just figured I wanted to lighten up. Black is great. Okay, good. Yeah, that's what I figure. For most of us, black is going to be just fine. It's kind of a satin black, not a shiny black. And yeah, it's and you know, if you ever get bored with doing your pendulum work, you can always use it for your bananas. You can always hang your bananas on it to get right. That's what I had somebody do. I had a pendulum stand at one time. Somebody thought they were helping me out. They hung bananas on it. Uh, oh, Autumn Sunrise. I remember that's from Ghost. No, this is more of a spring sunrise. Autumn sunrise. So yeah, you know, it can double as to help you ripen your bananas if you can. If you find you don't like it for doing pendulum, you know, you like these multi-purpose items. The thing is, among my stuff, I found a really nice pendulum stand that's a dolphin, and it disappeared. I don't know where we put it. We put it somewhere for safety because I was trying to get through all of the stuff, and I don't know where it is. But it's a real pretty dolphin shaped pendulum stand. It's a sculpture. So then next comes the pendulum mats, which I'm going to, I might make some pendulum mats too for fun. I'm going to make one for me, and then if anybody wants one, I'll make one. But, and it's nice. A pendulum mat is nice because you can put letters on it and, you know, times of the year, astrological symbols. So if you're asking something, it can go in the direction, you know, you can get a little bit more detailed answer that way. I'm going to work on it. I've seen some very nice I've never worked with pendulum mat though, but I've seen people do it and get really darn accurate with it. It's so much easier than just yes or no questions. I mean, you got to realize yes or no pendulum questions can be kind of tricky. Here's the thing. Okay, now the subject at hand. Hey, Circle K. Our autumn sunrise is pink. I think they're kind of orange or red or something, maybe. Well, all the, you know, trees turn color and stuff. How you doing, Circle K? I just announced if you need a pendulum stand, I'm getting some. I'm getting a bunch of them so we don't have to pay like $27 a piece for a damn pendulum stand. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I think it's ridiculous. Unless they're really special, you ain't going to get 25, 27 bucks out of me for a pendulum stand. No, these are going to be a lot cheaper than that. And a nice flat black color so they won't interfere with your floor plan, with your decor. They'll fit in with your decor. And in between pendulum readings, you can hang your bananas on them to get them right. Yeah, we figured all this out. But anyway, the subject at hand is, it has been bothering me, really bothering me a lot. This disclosure business, that's a wonderful thing. If that actually works, Trump would be getting the last laugh there, wouldn't he? But I mean, whew. Oh, you're using your nostril hair as a pendulum. Well, that's a good idea, Barry. Yeah, I can see that. What are you using for a weight? Don't tell me. I made a great big booger, right? Okay. Yep, that's Barry. Anyway, it's been bothering me because what's been coming to me over and over is they're going to try and pull a fast one. This is a big enough deal. Somebody's going to try and pull a fast one. Remember, this is all in-game chat, right? That massively multiplayer, live action, virtual reality, total immersion, learning matrix game called Life on Earth, right? Oh, sane today. Oh, well, we can fix that. We can change that. The subject today might go a ways towards that. But, okay, so I'm thinking there's so much writing on this. Oh, Barry's insane, he says. Oh, good for you. Because guess what? If you're sane in a completely jacked system, there's probably something wrong with you. You know, I mean, if you're completely sane in a system that is completely jacked, well, what does that really say? Anyway, I think somebody's going to pull a bogus event to forestall it in the name of national security. Then they'd have to say, because that seems to trump everything. Trump everything. I didn't mean it that way. I mean, you know, like it beats all. National security, it overrides almost everything. They'll say, it's national security. We can't do it. It's national security. But it's got to be a big enough event because a lot of people are waiting for this. But there's enough riding on it because by the time we find out what's been going on all this time, and then all the new technologies that have been, all of the hidden and forbidden technology and stuff, people are really going to be angry and they're going to want heads to roll. They're going to want blood. So yeah, Barry, I'm betting there's going to be a few things here. There's a few things. A false alien invasion is one. It's very, very likely when they see the ships. And you know, that would explain the ships in the sky, right? because there's going to be ships in the sky by then, so I'm told. I hope it's true. But on the other hand, yeah, are they going to tell everybody it's an invasion? The other thing, though, that's coming to a head is, you remember that supposed incident where that started all the riots and stuff, where the guy had his foot on another guy's neck, and even though the guy that even though that guy had hair, and the guy that they put into the ambulance didn't have hair. People noticed that, things like that, that it didn't seem to be the same guy. We don't know that wasn't a crisis actor, right? But yeah, it's like, they'll are we going to have that? That's coming to a boil now. And so are they going to try to pull out the race card again? My guess is that's at least one of the things. Will they pull out the race card? Will they try and pull another lockdown? Nobody can leave their homes, because if you do, you'll see the ships out there. Will they be um, spraying the skies so that it's so hazy you can't see a dang thing? What do you guys think they're going to do? Because somebody said they think it's probably going to go towards the trial that's going on. It's probably going to be about that, because that's the timing. But yeah, a false alien invasion's been brought up. And yeah, and then please help. What? I know, it's weird. It's scaring me to be so sane. Please help. I know, it's scary. Sane people, normal people really scare me, because if you're normal for all this really weird shit, then there's something wrong. Oh, there was a policeman killed today at the White House. He ran over and tried stabbing another one and killed himself. What? I gotta see that news story. That's confusing. A policeman tried to stab another policeman, then ended up killing himself instead. I was cleaning my knife and it went off accidentally. What the heck is going on here? That's really confusing. Yeah, Barry, I think the aliens will present themselves as good guys. Um, my sense of it is they've come to our call. If you remember, a lot of us have been asking for help. Some help, please. We cannot trust our politicians to speak for us. They're all nuts. So, little help here, please, guys. Well, I think that's going to happen. However, like everything else that I've ever heard, they're not going to do it for us. They're going to help us help ourselves, so that we don't become dependents. However, four-week lockdown in Ontario starting tomorrow. Is there why? Yeah, that's such a crazy story. Circle K believes it, and I think I probably do too. Uh, oh, they're already saying that people should stay home because the virus is bad again. Right. Yeah, it is a strain, isn't it? It's a strain. It's a strain on the economy. It's a strain on our sanity. It's a strain on everything. Anyone ever have an alien contact that didn't just traumatize them? Yes. Actually, there are people who claim to have had many people who claim to have to be experiencers rather than abductees or victims. So it is, I guess, possible to contact. As a matter of fact, there are people who do it all the time and are very happy to do it, and that's like at the East Seti Ranch they do that. And what do they call it? The people who invite alien contact, or who invite ET contact, they're all over the place now. So obviously, some of them are having good experiences and some of them are not so good. Here's the thing also to consider is some of the people who remember good experiences with the Greys, when they go under hypnosis, find out they have been hypnotized. It's a screen memory and they were actually abused. And Pam says something fishy is going on. Yes, Pam, there's certainly a lot of fishy stuff going on. Let's see. Linda Bennett is saying a guy was driving a car and decided to run over two policemen, then got out of his car with a knife and started swinging and stabbed another policeman. And then killed himself. Some dude ran over a cop at the White House and then killed himself later. Well, that's a lot of fun. Yeah. Riots. Yeah. I hate to say it, but that's one of the things that's going to be used right there. And so we're not out of the woods yet, okay, as far as disclosure. I hear all these people go, oh, disclosure's coming, oh, disclosure's coming. Okay, Petunia, just settle down. I hate to tell you, I hate to break the news to you, but there's a whole lot of people invested in that never happening. There are a whole lot of people that really don't want that to happen, because when the truth comes out, it's going to hurt, and a lot of people will not be able to handle the truth. For real. Without wanting heads to roll and blood to gush. And there are people who know they're going to get strung up, because some people won't wait for court. Not everybody is patient. Yeah. A lot of shit would happen. Let's put it that way. So basically what they have been promoting for a while, they were promoting ETs are nice guys with the ET movie and stuff, right? Then they turned around and started making all the ETs evil. So right now they want us to believe that all ETs are evil, which usually means that's not the case. So what I've been told is that we're going to have some good guys show up. What they're probably going to do is make us believe they're bad guys. Then there might also be the opposite happening. There might be some bad guys show up that are going to try and make us believe they're good guys. And this is why mom and dad have been saying for the longest time, for years now, start to learn to know people by their energy. Learn how to feel the energy and go by that, and don't go by how they look, don't go by what they say, or even some of the stuff that they do. You've got to be able to read the energy signature. And somehow I have got to help you guys get to that point if you're not there already. If you're not already able to read the energy, you need to be able to read the energy in order to be safe in the next few months. We got to get you to that level, and we got to get me really good at it. Because if you can't do that, you're going to get confused. It's going to be very, 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 very confusing. So well, I don't blame you, Circle K. I have trust issues. And I have good reason to have trust issues. By the way, Farsight Institute, they do a lot of remote viewing, and I think we should start remote viewing again. Just keep our bubbles up while we're doing it. We have some otherworldly protection now, shall we say. Anubis is kind of helping with that. And but yeah, I think we could do some more RVing, but we just want to be careful where we go and what we do. You don't want to maybe stay very long. But yeah, I've been doing it over at Max's, and we're okay. So haven't had any incident. That's another thing. If I'm getting any kind of notification that if I'm getting any kind of ping that we shouldn't be doing that, I'm not going to do it, no matter who wants to go do it. I'm not going to just go do it. If I'm getting a ping that it's dangerous, or that I'm not even in the mood for it, then we're not going to do it. I'm not going to do it here because, yeah, that may be part of it too. We're getting a lot of tests here toward the end. And make no mistake, we're getting towards the end. But anyway, Farsight Institute says that the universe is not settled. There is a war going on from their point of view and what they've seen. There is a war going on. And there are those that want to use and abuse us, and that's all we're good for them. They're psychopaths. They don't have an emotional structure like we do. And then they have also met the good guys who are actually more like us and not violent out of hand anyway, and do have the power to subdue a lot of this. However, also the message is, if we could remember who we are. The problem is we forgot who we are. If we can remember who we are, we get our godlike superpowers back, and then they can't do anything to us ever again. Which is one of the reasons why I am trying to get us in the frame of mind to where we can get our godlike superpowers back, because we're going to need them. Yeah, I'm thinking something similar. I think that was the problem. Like attracts like, that's what I was getting the day that I did that. I was getting a ping that that's exactly what was happening. It was kind of an inside thing. It was, yeah, because, that same person never did go to John's remote view class. Never did. And we never had any problems over there. So I'm wondering about that too, if that isn't the fact. Um, and it's nice not to feel like I've had my blood drained out by leeches right now. I haven't had that feeling in a long time. I've gotten tired and I've needed to recharge, but I haven't had that horrific, cold, exsanguinated feeling, you know? Yeah, it's felt completely different. I've tried to explain this to Micah because Micah says, well, it was when I was gone too. And I was like, no, Micah, you were gone before this. You were staying away. Micah always thinks it's him, thinks it's something about him. We've just got to put in somehow we've got to get him through that because it's not him. He is not the cause of every problem. It's almost like, I don't know, we got to get him over that. Poor Micah. He seems to think he's the root of the problems. No, however, the two of them talk a lot. They got to be good friends. That's what I'm a little worried about that. I told him, I said, hey, don't let yourself get pulled down because it could happen. Anyway, I'm not the person who's going out, going after this guy. Do you know that he was even threatening, I guess, the nameless one, the unnamed one, was even threatening to sue for slander? And I said, well, here's the thing. It's only slander if it's untrue. It appears to me that there's a lot of evidence, and we can subpoena that. But if it's true, then it's not slander. And, you know. Anyway, that video is gone. I tried to make it private and it just disappeared. I can't even access it. So the video in question is just, and I was thinking I need to make it private too because it was like a post haste. It was like, you know, it was in my mind that maybe this should be a private video, but I don't know why I didn't. Something or other happened and I didn't do that because it was too hard or something. I couldn't quite figure out what it was going to do or something happened. Anyway, I figured we don't have that many people coming in. We really don't. Yeah, and try to prove that hardly anybody saw that, just our crew. And we would hear it anyway. I mean, what's really going on is we know Bomber is telling everybody. She's not being shy about it one bit, which is, you go, Bomber, tell your story. So, hey, it's not me he has to worry about. And she's got all of this evidence. So it's your problem, not mine. I don't have any, you know, I haven't said much. I don't have to. I haven't had to say much. Other people been saying it. Barry's got coffee. Tackle him. Take the coffee. I want coffee. Oh, it's okay, Barry. Drink your coffee in peace. I have some coffee here if I want it this late. This is kind of late for coffee, though. I'm already kind of worked up. Yeah, it just hasn't been quite the same, though, Linda, you know, in good ways and bad ways. The group has just been a little different. I don't know. But anyway, I think, well, the way it looks now is there's probably going to be some kind of false event that will lock things down to try and disrupt it and keep it from happening. And what I wanted to ask while you guys are around with the pendulum is, okay, and I'll calibrate it. Okay, all the usual conditions apply. Are you ready to work? Yes, it's saying yes. Okay, show me no. Okay, show me yes, just to be sure. Okay, fine. And are there going to be events created artificially to sabotage disclosure? Yes. Okay, we were pretty sure of that anyway. Stop. Okay, is disclosure going to happen anyway? Yes. It's not going to stop it. Stop. Is one of the diversions going to be an attempt to have a fake alien invasion, thing happen? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's going to be part of it. We're going to have to watch our step. We're just going to have to get our discernment. That's called discernment. We're going to have to get our discernment going. That's what we're going to have to do, folks. I know. Mentally, I know. It's different. It's like I said, it's like the difference between just being sleepy and having your blood sucked up by leeches and feeling like sick tired, which I was feeling after ceremonies, you know. So, yeah, it's different now. Although, yeah, that's kind of the whole thing's kind of sad that it happened that way, and people just can't get the hint, can't take a hint. Well, some people have to be dropped on their head repeatedly before. That's just the way it is. The monstrous hybrid creature let loose. Which monstrous hybrid creature? Yeah, decaf. What's the point of that? What's the point of decaf? I don't trust decaf. What did they do to it to make it decaf? Well, Barry, do tell if you're being serious and not some other planet, not some other star. If you're being serious about it, what monstrous hybrid creature? Genetic monstrosity, some kind of a genetic one. Could be. What I'm saying, folks, is we got to be prepared for almost anything. But we know when our deadline is. End of May, beginning of June. I think it's already happening, though. Because more and more and more ships, more and more people are getting very, very clear pictures of spacecraft, of UFOs that look to be spacecraft. And some of them are absolutely not acting like they're trying to hide it at all. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Yeah. So tonight we're discussing hurdles to disclosure. What do you think is going to be the main hurdle before we get disclosure? Because they're going to fight it. People are going to fight disclosure, not the average person. There are a lot of people invested here, have invested. A lot of people have pieces on the board They don't want to go away. Your pendulum, Circle K, says it's not going to be an alien invasion. Oh, you saw an orb. No alien invasion. So they're not going to try to pull the alien invasion? Okay, let's see. Is fake alien invasion? Oh, I said fake alien invasion. Okay. Is there going to be an alien invasion? No, there is not going to be an alien invasion. Besides, we RV'd. The alien invasion happened a long time ago. They already invaded. Yeah, Circle K, we RV'd it. They came a long time ago, and they've been here ever since. Are they gonna try a fake one using blue beam? Yeah, that's the way they do it. They would probably be using something like that just to confuse the issue. Oh my God. Stop. They're not going to launch weapons, are they? Wait, I can't say it like that. Are they going to threaten to launch weapons? Oh, you realize one of the scoops was they're trying to take away the red guy's power to launch missiles by himself, right? We better hope and pray they really do have the technology to shut down all that crap. Because otherwise, we're screwed. I think, yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I think too, Barry. I was just saying that when we were taking the tour. You weren't here for the 3D tour we took of Melted City over in Jordan, but what I was saying was that's why the mountains are usually either considered to be haunted or sacred or the abodes of the gods, because they were probably at one time cities. A lot of these mountains look really more like ruined cities, melted cities. And it could have been done by nuclear, could have been done by another thing that'll melt rock like that is plasma bursts. Um, there are DEWs that can do that kind of thing, that are hot enough. It would have to be something pretty hot in order to do that. But yeah, and then what if you were in one of those cities and they have underground areas? Okay, I suppose you could hide in the underground area, but what if the whole top of, I mean, really, when you look at these places, they do look charred on top. They look discolored and burned on the very top, where other parts of them just look melted. So it could have been either thing, and we wouldn't know. And then, of course, weathering after that. And a lot of these places are very unevenly weathered, like something hit them in one area, but not another area. Some areas were spared. It's kind of weird. I guess it's not totally, I guess people have been believing it for a while, but I sure don't believe it. I look at it and I say, no, there's signs that the wind is definitely weathering this area. If it was just the wind that we had to worry about. But there are some areas that really look melted, so I'm not entirely buying it. Yeah. Yeah. What if they try to pull out the nuclear? Ah. Yeah, fake alien invasion just to make us, not trust the people who are coming to help. Or, yeah, are we going to get nuked by lunatics? We better pray that that doesn't happen. Oh, that's right. They might fake the ascension. They might fake the evacuation. They might fake, for those people who believe we are in a matrix, they might fake the matrix evacuation. All kinds of shit could go down. But we know when it's coming. I for one have a little trepidation about it, but I'm saying you guys had better help me because I hope I'm up to that. Yeah, fake rapture. That wouldn't be too hard to fake, really. I think you got a point, Lewis. Mhm. Well, we all had problems with nuclear. You know what, Lewis? I remember when I was a kid, we were convinced that's how we were going to die. They really drilled that into us, is that that was the way it was going to end for us. And so people were afraid of that. And then they started with the comets. And then they started with then they had a new one all the time. They keep pulling up these things that are going to kill us, Oh, uh, global cooling, global warming, just everything is supposed to be scary and about to kill you, so that they have the so we end up with that fight and flight thing going on, so that we can't think right. Because if you have the fight and flight, you can't think right. You know what else happens when you have the fight and flight going on all the time? Because I can tell you, because I had it. If you are constantly in that state of fear, which I was for years, nothing in your body will work right. There are a lot of things in your body. Your food will not just digest correctly. Um, and that's a major one. It will affect your abilities on every level. Basically, it throws hormones into your blood that cut back on a lot of things, and critical thinking is one. Uh, you are, in that case, being prepped to run or to fight, not to think. So, wow. Anybody think of any other scenario we should prepare for? Seems like there is another one. Well, do you think they might pull out a comet, or do you think they might pull out? Well, I think they're going to try and get riots going so that they can lock the place down. That's, oh yeah, I would expect a fake Jesus to appear. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And I hate to say it, a lot of people will believe it too. We better be prepared for any of these things or all of them at once. Just saying, those of you who are preppers, no time to quit now. Remember what I said. Whatever is going to happen, it's not going to happen when we're expecting it. It's going to happen when we're not expecting it, just like 9/11 did. We were expecting it at Y2K. It didn't happen at Y2K. It happened at 9/11. Okay, so this would be like that. It didn't happen when we expected. Now it's going to happen. All this crap. I'm going to start formulating some intentions and clearings based on this. Just letting you know. Oh yeah, they might scare us with a polar axis shift, trying to get us to believe the polar axis is just about to shift. See, that's just it, Circle K. My own belief, it all happened a long time ago. It all happened a long time ago. It's already been and gone. Well, a whole lot of attitudes have been implanted. A whole lot of scary things have been implanted. Have been, if you've seen Inception, they've been planning our consciousness with a lot of very scary things. For everything from killer viruses to killer meteors to killer climate change to just every dang thing. It's crazy. Hey! Hi, Denali. And CERN. Yeah, and that's another one. CERN. Seems like they just... Oh, the CERN was the newer one. It was one of the newer ones that they pulled out. I mean, before they were just... But they are reusing some of their old ones. They're still trying race riots, and they're still trying meteors, and they're still trying nukes, and yeah, they've got all of this whole list. They'll probably pull it all out. Maybe they'll pull it all out. Try to trot it out as the truth. Okay, I'm going to ask, like I said, I'm going to ask for some ways to help us. Ways to help us get ready for this. Because it looks like it's going to be a little bumpy before it evens out. But, oh boy. Fortunately, in this crew, we have some people who can tell this from that and what from what. See, we do have some people that can see. By the way, as I'm talking about this, I have a lot of pressure in my sinuses that I don't generally get. And a headache has started. Hi, Denali. Denali. Yeah, I feel like my head's in a vice. Yeah, that's true. They do have the technology. There's technology that can make you sick at a distance. I'd like to know why I feel so much pressure in my head right now. I don't think so, Denali. I wear headbands quite often, but I suppose it's not impossible, but I felt it before when I've been talking about weird stuff. Hang on, I'll be right back. Oh, is Max Vision coming in? Hi, Max Vision. Hi, John. Oh, yeah, first, be fruitful and multiply. Well, we were supposed to be fruitful and multiply just for a while. And now that there's enough of us, go yourself, but nobody else. Hey, Max. Hey, John. Maybe it is. Hi, David Castle. Greetings and favor to you and to everyone. Well, tonight we're discussing possible ways that disclosure is going to be attempted to be short-circuited. And so you can put your 2 cents in. People are waiting for disclosure, and looks to me like they're not going to let it happen easily. Like it's not going to be an easy thing. Your head hurts a lot too. 5 years, my brain hurts a lot. 5 years, that's all we got. Actually, it would be about 5 years from the time that, right, because it took almost 5 years, 5 minutes, and they say a minute equals a year, so it took nearly 5 years. It would be nearly 5. What do you know? Bowie was right again. 5 years stuck on my eyes. 5 years. What a surprise. We got 5 years. Well, you know, I'm going to say it this way. Not all the public are ready for disclosure, but some are. I think quite a few more than you would think. I think the latest estimate was about 80% of the people on Earth believe that something is going on with extraterrestrials. They believe in UFOs and they believe in that we're not alone in the universe. Because the South American countries don't have the problem with it that we do here in the States. Mexico has no problem with it. They just believe it. It's just a fact. South America, I hear South America doesn't have a problem with it. Most indigenous people know that stuff is going on too. So Australia doesn't have as much of a problem with it either. Well, I think that to an extent, people are ready. To an extent. I mean, maybe not perfectly ready, but I don't think they're gonna explode on contact or anything. Like the minute they hear that, you know, something's gonna, that if they came right out and said, yes, there are UFOs, we've known about them for years, people would be kind of, I knew it. Most people go, oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's what I think. However, according to the far site remote viewers, a deal was struck a long time ago. And the deal was not pleasant. And if people find out about that deal and what was agreed to in that deal, it was nearly 70 years ago, 75, something like 75 years ago. If people find out about that deal, then that's when you're going to get the rage coming out. So I'm a knower, so yes, it's about time. Heck yes. It's about time, it's about space, it's about time I sucked you in the face, it's about time, or wait, no, that was Bomber. She already did that. It's something the kids used to say. There was this theme song, it's about time, it's about space. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Gonna breathe a minute here. Yeah, I'm willing to like bring it on. Bring the golden age on, please. I'm so over it. I'm so over this inverted matrix bullshit, because that's what it is. I am so over it. Not, come on. I am so over all of this crap. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to get as ready as I can. I'm going to ask how I can help you get as ready as you can. If we all intend that this goes smooth, well, I can't say we can get rid of everything entirely, but we might make it go a little smoother. We might be able to get it to go a little better than it's slated for right now, than they're planning. Right now, it's not looking good, but we might be able to change it. Remember, in fact, and I'm not sure I will even be saying how I think it should be changed. I would phrase it for the highest and best good. Because there are things that could work out even different than I know. I am not going to even pretend to be an authority on knowing how things will work out for the best. We could be wrong about that. There could be things that we don't know that. So I am going to leave it to the divine consciousness that flows through all things and is all things. And I'm going to say, this is my wish, my intention, is that things flow anyway, in spite of all the bad intentions and disruptive intentions, and somehow things go smoothly anyway. Somehow things happen anyway. Disclosure happens anyway, regardless. And for there to be as little bloodshed as possible, and as little violence, and as little pain and hurt and horrible consequence that they're trying to make, as little as possible, because they're trying to make it bad. Hello, Mary. So I really think that maybe all of us should just pause and think now, and just ask all our guides and all our angels. And I'll get out here. Let me. Let me get out my lightsaber and clean things up a little. Oh, 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 I didn't know I could do that. Oh, that feels better. Wow. I didn't know I could just do that. Oh, oh, you need one. I'm going to see if I can get more of these. I've got them in the form of this unicorn horns. I call them because that's what they look like. See? But I've got them. I've got some. Talk to me about it, but realize I'm having my challenges trying to get things sent out. And I had trouble with my email. And then PayPal was acting funny. So I've been getting it back together again. Okay, I already said what I think. I'll ask everybody else. What do you think people's response will be if the government were to say, yes, there are aliens? Because I said, I think most people will say, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I think some will still deny it. And yeah, and some will say, it's a trick of the devil. The devil's playing tricks on us. They're really all demons. Some of them probably are, to tell you the truth. That's a theory of mine. That some of these things that we're calling demons are malevolent ETs. Because the description would kind of fit. Don't know, the general population would believe the government after recent. Yeah, that'd be another thing. How much would they trust the government to be telling the truth? Yeah, every time I really get into it, I start getting. I'm gonna have to hold this right here. A lot of people will say, yeah, I knew that. So basically, it'll be a mixed bag once again. Some people will be, oh, yeah, I knew that. And some people will be, oh my God. And some people will be, it's demons. It's a trick of the devil. And some people will be like, where's my bong? Some people, the ESETI people, will be out there singing with the drums and the guitars, having a concert on the lawn. I might too. I might take my little guitar out on the day of and start doing some songs to welcome them. Hope it doesn't drive them away. I think so too, Denali. A lot of us are getting it in our dreams, and we're getting. Yeah, we're getting it in our dreams, and we're getting it right to the people, because going through the government is not going to do it. We've already told them as much too. Look, a lot of us have even said, dude, you can't go through the government. It's corrupt. We don't trust them. It's exactly what we've been telling us. I mean, telling them. It's what I've been telling them. Yeah. Lewis, you're getting abducted. You've got aliens. Sorry, you might have thought you sprayed for them, but you got aliens. If you're dreaming of being abducted, you're being abducted. If you're dreaming of being abducted, you're being abducted. Don't doubt it. Being abducted. I'm going to see if this clears anything up. I'm pulling out the singing bowl. And I'm warning you because on some devices, it comes out really loud and distorted. So if you're one of those people who has a device like that, I'm warning you in advance. I'm about to play the singing bowl because I want to. I'll keep loosening my headband and see if it does anything. And see if this helps. Ah, I can breathe. Okay, that worked. Well, that kind of settles what it was. Kinnigan? Am I saying it right? Kinnigan? Oh, your ear sounds like it. Try and do it with your nose hairs. Try and rub your ear with your nose hairs and see if you can make a singing bowl sound. Barry. Ah. Kinnigan. Come on, say it. Say it. Well, the remote viewers from Farsight, they saw one of our leaders a long time ago, about 75 years ago, and I will let you guess who that is, making a deal about 70 or 75 years ago, making a deal with reptilians. They RV'd it, and the deal was not a good one. It was not a good deal at all. It involved selling some of us out. Selling us out. They sold the, they gave away the, they basically gave away the farm. They gave away the whole store. Yeah. I keep an eye on them, and I don't know. I might actually join Farsight Prime just to see this year what happens in this year. Finally, I may have to do that. Yeah, reptilians make offers that you can't refuse. Yeah. Oh, Max, you heard the deal was originally experimentation, but then they started keeping people. Well, yeah, they could say, well, we're not done with the experiments yet. Yeah. Well, if you want to see the video, go to Farsight and see the video. But honestly, that's pretty much what we saw, too, is that they showed up. We were already invaded a long time ago. We were already invaded. A hybrid. The other thing that they said that they've RV'd is that not one of us, well, how many times have I said, what planet are we from? We're not from here. We're not from here. We're not from Earth. We aren't. We can't be from Earth. All of the great apes are more evolved than us. We cannot possibly have evolved here. It's impossible. They try and tell you it's so possible. It's like, no, we are not from here. And guess what? Farsight said nobody. Nobody, none of us are from here. And this stands to reason because, you know, I think things go in patterns. And one of the Machiavellian things that, like Columbus, when he came in discovering, quote unquote, discovering America, he went through the islands, and I visited some of those islands. And what they would do would be they would take people from their home area. They would clear an area of its native residents. Then they would take people from somewhere else and put that population there. Why? Because they were far from home and didn't know, and it would keep them off base. So nobody would have any ancestral connection with the land, and they would have to learn how to deal with that area all over again. So I'm pretty sure that we have been transplanted. Yeah, I mean, we think that that is why the missing 411 is happening. Yeah, I've been also told that not all of them are bad. In fact, one person was saying that pterosaurs are not really bad. They just stay separate. They stay away from us. And they just don't want anything to do with us. So they're not against us. Exactly. They're not our friends either. They're just kind of live and let live, okay, and stay away from us. Yeah, in fact, it is exactly like that, Denali. It is exactly like a lab experiment. Well, they don't have feelings like we do. Um, According to the remote viewers, they're basically psychopathic. They don't have an emotional structure like we do. They don't have the sense of, um, they don't have empathy. The thing it really trips us up. Well, they don't have it. It's one of our best and worst traits is we have empathy, but they don't. They have something else. They have a different system. Yep. Well, yeah, Max, drain humans to a husk painful death. Yes. Well, what I have heard is that some people think they're having nice abductions, not even abductions, that they're just contactees. But when they are put under hypnosis, they find out that the nice stuff was a screen memory. And they were actually horrifically experimented on. Some people have a really hard time with that. So you can guess why. Yeah, and supposedly I have star children. And it really makes sense. What are they trying to do? They're trying to have a soul again, what we call a soul. They're trying to have consciousness, real consciousness again. They're trying to have that spirit, that that part of God that was stamped out during the singularity event, during the not singularity event, during the part of future history where people gradually turn into Borg um, and lose. Well, Max has talked about it, genome 8. If we lose genome 8, we've really lost. We've lost it. We've lost it. We're done. As people, we are done. Yeah. Well, see, that's just the thing is if you have lost the power of creation, what do? I think I told you, I think I did mention it on a show one time. I don't know who was there. That I did have some aliens come to me one time and explain it. Their story was that they were from a nearby dimension, and they took a route that they're hoping we don't take, and that their version of Earth was destroyed and radiated, and that they needed the genetic materials to rebuild their genome and their cultures, which really makes sense, actually. But of course, they did not understand us, because when we are afraid, we do act like animals. The reptilian brain takes over and we act like animals. We either fight or flight. Yeah, see, that's it. But people are asking, why are they reproducing hybrids? Well, I think I got an idea. They're reproducing hybrids because they lost something along the way. They lost their humanity somewhere along the way. They're trying to regain it. That's what they told me. I told a few people about it too. I had a different kind of a stream then. I had a meditation class I did online weekly every Sunday. Yeah, I don't know who was talking about it, but they're saying that they found out that if the embryo is not in a living woman, the spirit will not stay, will not bond with the body. So they literally can't make test tube babies. They have to conceive babies in a living person, wait until the spirit bonds with the body, and then take them. So I'm thinking that has got to be. And then, they didn't really consciously ask us. Yeah, in vitro fertilization doesn't really work right. That's what I am here, I have heard from various places is it doesn't really work like they were expecting it to. And that would be why. You might be able to get a. In fact, it was Penny, I can't think of her name, the one who was the super soldier. I think it was her that was talking about this. They found out that the spirit won't fuse with the body unless you have it in a living human. And she's also the one that was talking about it has to be um, for the transfer to take place of the many personalities that they split people into through torture and drugs. They were splitting people into multiple personalities, literally creating schizophrenia. Well, I don't call it schizophrenia anymore, but they call it multiple personality. So they were literally creating people with multiple personalities to be able to sell the personalities. Apparently, there's a market for personality. You've got personality, personality, personality. Oh, really? Children aren't born the same as us. Yeah, there are people that get mad at the concept of NPCs, but really, I think clones would have to be NPCs because they wouldn't be player characters. They probably don't really have a consciousness. Well, you guys discuss things. I have got to get something to drink because the weather is doing a bit on me. Either that or I've got to wrap it up. And I don't really. Hang on a minute. I'm going to try something and see if I feel any better. I'll be right back. Okay, feeling a little better. I have to keep clearing myself. I have to keep clearing myself. Hmm. Pam, I doubt you're a clone. Actually, here's something to think about. Clones wouldn't have all, even if the memories were implanted. It wouldn't be the same. There was actually a book I read a long time ago. It was a Star Trek related book called Flight of the Phoenix, where they explored the possibility that an evil alien cloned Captain Kirk and left the clone and kept the real one. And it was kind of interesting because it was all about how does he know he's him? He's really himself and not the clone. How do you know you're not a clone? And is there a difference? And, there was a phrase that was rattled around in that book. It's like, a difference that's no difference is no difference. They finally decided, yes, there is a difference. Oh dear. Well, here's another thing. I figured out why there were all these people. I don't know how many, if I think I might have mentioned this before. But we were finding, I have always found people, and they've mentioned this before. The dead report that do not cross over, report that they keep reliving their death. Just at random times, they relive their death. Why? And they don't cross over. They don't end up crossing over. Why? The virus gummed it up. The reliving over and over, that is the machine trying to kick them out and put them back home, send them back home. But because there's a problem, because of the virus, they weren't being sent back home. And we had to do it manually. We had to do it. We had to cross them. It wasn't just happening. Now, if things were happening like they should, people would just be crossing over with no problem. The fact that we have to do that means something got gummed up. Isn't that funny that there are people who give up and decide they're going to adopt and then they get pregnant? It's funny. Not not funny, haha, but weird how that happens. I'm betting that this whole clone issue, because Penny was talking about it, that 13 times, is it 12 times 12 or 13 times 13? Anyway, a whole bunch of clones. They make a whole bunch of clones and sell them off with the fragmented personalities. that they fragment people off into. They put them in the clones and ship them off. And she said she got in trouble for reintegrating. I remember trying to reintegrate and having trouble. She might be telling the truth. I think she is. Some of it, if even part of what the super soldiers say is true, is pretty damn bad. I need to do something happier. I mean, I do want to encourage discussion, but Manchurian Candidate type stuff. I'm going to do it again. You know what? I'm going to do it again. For those of you who didn't hear it the first time, I got to do it. Because I need to lighten up. Here we go. Get ready. I'm going to sing. Because I need to lighten up, Ben. They're Sasquatchers. They're Sasquatchers. Going where they hide. Aye, aye, aye. They're Sasquatcher. They're a Sasquatcher. There goes one now. Looking for a man, really tall and hairy with a tan. Boy, have I found the guy for you. Living in the woods, and with feet that big, he should have the goods. So now you know what you gotta do. Be a Sasquatcher, be a Sasquatcher, going where they hide. Aye, aye, aye. Be a Sasquatcher, be a Sasquatcher. There goes one now. Hey there, big man, don't you know you got some real big fans who will follow you wherever you roam? And if you like, would you please show up whenever they hike, and maybe follow some of them home? There's Sasquatchers, there's Sasquatchers, going where they hide. Aye, aye, aye. There's Sasquatchers, there's Sasquatchers. There goes one now. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. That's a tall one. Okay, you gotta forgive me because music helps. especially if it's silly. I just had to get silly there for a moment. It was getting way too serious. That was to the tune of Girl Watchers by the Ocasons. And then here's the people who wrote it. So just so that we have accreditation. Right. I got that song yesterday. That's what I did on yesterday's stream. That's why I try to include a lot of humor in the show, is because honestly, it's for stress relief. Because honestly, when I get too stressed out, I just can't handle it. When it gets too, when, you know, the energies of the stream get to be really something sometimes if you're empathic. Popeye don't preach. Popeye don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. But I made up my mind. I'm keeping the alien baby. I'm gonna keep the baby. I bit someone today to see if they would bleed. I focus on the screams, the only thing that's real. Oh no, Barry, I think you did it. Now I'm going to have to watch Popeye Don't Preach. I'm going to have to write it. Popeye Don't Preach. I may have to write that. And I might have to. I bit someone today. You might have started something, Barry. It's all your fault. I bit someone today. I thought I was a dog. I shouldn't have smoked the bath salts. Oh boy. Did you really bite someone, Barry? Why did you bite somebody? Was it fun or was it anger? And how was the blood? Yeah, new songs. I might have some new songs coming. Well, it's weird how Sasquatcher came. I don't even know where it came from. It just kind of came out of the blue. I'm thinking, because I've been hearing all the Sasquatch, and all of a sudden I started hearing, be a Sasquatcher, be a Sasquatcher. And maybe it was David. David might have sent it. It's like, for April Fools, weirdos just want to have fun. Dogmen just want to have fun. Oh, dogmen just want to have. That's all they really want, is to chase you. When their working day is through, dogmen want to have fun. Oh, dogmen just want to have fun. Well, Barry, see, you can be an inspiration. I'm just weird enough to do that. Uh, I could probably write it. You know, it's like once I get started, I can just write these things in like no time. Sometimes, you know, if I'm in the right mood, it'll just like come pouring out and just be. I need to find the people to help me actualize it, though. I need people who can actually play the music, you know, and you know, do all of the copywriting and everything. I mean, you know, get all of the other stuff. I don't know how to do all of the other stuff around it too well. I'm not very good at it, so I'll keep the alien, the hybrid baby. Oh, oh, I made up my mind. I'm keeping the alien baby. Yeah. Yeah, we need funding. I need funding for a studio, and that would be, yeah, that would really be another part of the dream, is to have a studio where I can make crazy songs like Weird Al and some other songs, you know. And I think I really think I'm writing a musical, because some of the songs are definitely musical like, you know, sound like they're going together with a story, like Lockdown Lonely and some of the other ones coming to iTunes, you know. Well, Dead Must Rise. I need to get that out somehow. That's definitely something I have to work on, is getting I get all these songs. I need to get them. Now they're recorded here. So if somebody tries to pull the copyright thing, I'll just say, "Hey, I sung them on a stream, on a live stream. Too damn late. They're recorded by me way back then. Too damn late." You know, I know somebody. I know the guy. His name was Wyckoff, who sued Smokey Robinson for Tears of a Clown. He was a street musician, and Smokey came. That was his song, and Smokey actually did steal that song from him. He won the suit. And I like Smokey Robinson and all, but he stole that song, and that was his big song. But Wyckoff was the guy who wrote it, and I knew that guy. I don't know where he is now. I lost touch with him, like I lost touch with so many people. So that was a lot of phones ago. So, oh, you always want to hear it. I should do one for that one too. I should completely ruin that song for you forever too, by doing a Weird Alice version. But I don't know what it would be about yet. What would be the take on it? But I seem to be doing paranormal stuff recently a lot, so. You have a great evening too, Mary Bond. Thank you for spending some of your day with us. We love you. Have a great day. Well, the girl from Ipanema is actually, I saw a video about how it's kind of a weird song. The way that it's structured and everything is a little on the weird side. Um, and that's one of the reasons it gets stuck in your head, is because it has kind of an interesting, it's been designed interestingly to kind of hook itself in, especially the Oh, how I watch her so sadly. How do I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly, but each day when she walks to the sea. Um, yeah, they were talking about how that progression, they were getting technical with it. It's something you can look up. It's like what makes why the girl from Ipanema is such a weird song. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave your worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Anybody want to do karaoke? The Young and the Wrestlers. Take care of yourself. Circle K from the hood says, take care of yourself. The Young and the Wrestlers. See, that's what I like about you. Besides the luxuriant nose hairs, you're twisted. You have a twisted mind. I like that in a man. Okay. You guys, and gals. Oh, something I heard today. And I'm trying to think of who the guy's name was. But he was saying there's a lot of things we don't know about our own language. Do you realize that originally the terms male and female were not for humans, only for animals? The terms male and female were only animals. Masculine and feminine were for humans. So you were either masculine or feminine, but you weren't a male or a female. And now that that's on all the forms and everything, that puts it in, that's another thing I gotta say. There are people who are pushing to have animals have the same rights as humans. If this goes through, here's the problem. If you end up with animals with the same rights as humans, pretty soon it won't take long before somebody hires a lawyer to get it turned around to where humans are the same as animals. When that happens, Soylent Green, and it's really down on the farm for some folks. And there are some people who would have it that way if they could get it that way. Just letting you know, if that goes through. Sounds like such a nice little thing to do. Not really. Gonzo singing I Bit Someone Today. Brazilianaires. Boy, you guys are just full of it today, aren't you? Brazilianaires. And the Young and the Wrestlers. How about dialing for pork rinds? Some people would. Pork rinds can be tasty. Okay. Does anybody have any existential crises that they need help with? And somebody with an existential crisis? If so, don't hesitate to bring it up and we'll have a ceremony about it and help you. You have a Hoyt somewhere or need some kind of help, let us know. We have a crew standing by. I'm so proud of you guys. Really, all of you are so unique and so amazing. It just it's amazing. I'm getting ready to wind it down too, Barry. Actually, I've just about had it. I've had as much fun as I can stand for one night. I'm not doing any ceremonies or anything tonight. This is it for the night. I might sing Sasquatchers a few more times in this stream before I'm done. Not tonight, though. Yeah, I'm getting ready to wind it down. I was hoping some of our later people would show up, but so I could say hi, but they're not going to, so it's okay. I gotta say what I usually say, don't forget you are divine. You are divine. And the truth is where you find it. Hope you find some of it on my show. Now, this is Ocean Making Waves. It's time for you to go and make some of your own. And when it comes time for you to dream, dream well. Good night. See you next time.